morning, I suppose. Welcome you all to my chat. Live stream. Got some bad news yesterday. It was sort of expected, although I don't believe in violence. Yeah, which seems shocking, doesn't it? Well, I truly do not believe in violence. Self-defense and all other types. I should not. I cannot. I could not. I may not. This not. May not. And others, no more violence. Not. I've witnessed this. I have alibis. All who, what, where, when, why, how I was with, and others. Right? All names in the whole who, what, where, when, why, and how to add on and off my front door. It all happened there. That's without my permission, without my consent, without my consents, without my permissions. And my mother with other people. With and without me. I could talk some about it because, as most all my audience knew, my mom used special needs rides, was a trans health user, client customer with specializes disabled. It gives the disabled rides. Whether my mom can painless eat vision or all happened to us and others too witnessed. And all security's cameras all on, all live, all real time, all recordings, all recorded, and in all photos of. All that should be used in and out of courts, all everywhere as evidence. And the police should can, and the courts should can, could make must and made those arrests already, judicially punished those other people. And I don't care that they're residents and or visitors and staff. They should all be judicially punished. Jailing, arrests, presented with no paroles and or probations. No. With sued, each of those other people knew, including Dr. Jassim, Slippery Stalker, Dr. Jassim, Slippery Stalker, Norman Thompson, my mother, alleged Sheka's brother, Celebrity Stalker, liar, Credit Valley Hospital, Dr. Judy Fernando, the three of them liars covering up all they did. That they should not, cannot, could not, may not, must not, and need not, did. Hence, all about my parents and my parents' parents, and my parents' parents' parents, and my parents' 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 parents, and all animals, and all botany, all pets, all fur babies, and myself, and when it were others. All before, all during, all later, and all since October 31, 2019. before, all during, all later, all since May 23, 2024. Niagara Falls and Mississauga and all elsewhere. Safeway buses, etc. All before, all during, all later, all since November 12 and 13, 2024. All before, all during, all later, and all since December 12, 2024. All before, all during, all later, all since January 21, 2025. All before, all during, all later, and all since February 23, 24, 2025. All before, all during, all later, all since March 18 and 19, 2025. All before, all during, all later, all since May 2, 2025. All before, all during, all later, and all since June 5 and 6, 2025. All before, all during, all later, and all since July 2, 2025. And that is not us. That was not us being racist, bigot, discriminatory, discrimination, prejudice, prejudges. All other people to add on and out from and by. All from and by India, Pakistan, India, Iran, and Iraq. India. Add on and out from and by there. To add on and out from and by Canada. And all other ones. I'm not guilty. I won't stay quiet until there's some justice. Just because my mom cannot, I should say, could not speak herself doesn't mean nobody else should show and tell, and nobody else should. It means that other people, others all should, can, could, ain't, must, and need show and tell, show and told, and shows and tells. All happen to us. And all names, and all who, what, where, when, why, and how. Off and on and off the internet. All names, all who, what, where, when, why, and how. And all evidence. And all my name, and all who, what, where, when, why, and how I was, all during, all happened to us. All historically, all geographically, all financially, and all financial. My pussycat Rudy Noel did, died. And I suppose those mentally ill stalkers happy about that delusioned themselves that when my cat died dead and were others of us injured, wounded, and dying and dead makes their mentally ill heads symptoms and behaviors say less and or more. With and or without themselves diagnosed already. Can't blame us and all those other Bellises because of that. Those. It's just the way it is. All should, can, could, may, must, and need. React, reacted, and reacts. All happen does. All about, all to, and all about my parents, my parents' parents, my parents' parents' parents, my parents' 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 parents, and all animals and all born to me. All hats off for a baby except myself. And all other people, we and those others, all names all and all name Bellis, banned, rejected, and refused. And all those names of who, what, where, when, why, and how all happened to us. My father went away when I was younger. My mother, often other people, showed and told, mentioned that we were more like sisters, best friends, and not only mother and daughter. And I never wanted my mother, anyone of those other people, others deaf, dumb, and blind. And phone calls, mail, all that stuff, all phone calls, all phone calls, all ISPs, all internet. Should, can, could, may, must, and need use this evidence to find other phone calls. Phone calls, my mother phone numbers. All those Bellises and my phones. I'm not supposed to take, I'm supposed to heal. But I'm trying to help my mother see more and hear better and be able to speak like stalkers who have been and gone. All those other people's stalkers. Oh, oh, it's not me mentally ill dementia and forgot. It's reality. It's about time other people showed and tell and showed and told. It shows and tells publicly. All happened to us. And yes, I'm crying. I'm crying about it all. Very upsetting. And other people persecutory, delusional, should, can, could, make, must, and need. Did they do any of that? Judiciary punishments, jailings, arrests, with and or without paroles and probations, all new, and with and or without suit. Each of them, all those other people, and unemployments too. Not employed anymore as, not necessarily by us, their employers. Instead, all of them all need to be not employed there anymore, need to not be employed there anymore. Examples Ivy and Alvin Reed, Avril Reed, and Bellis, etc. Reads by mail and all other times. And Nick scarves and Thompson's, especially that Norman Thompson, one alleged to get his brother Norman. All other residents too. Condominium corporations are all responsible to kept us all privacy and safety. Front doors, windows, and all elsewhere. Anyone of those other people fear me, me, afraid of us, and all what it or those other Bellis are just me. They're paranoid, aggressive, and agitated. All before, all during, all later, and all since they did themselves. And all securities cameras all on. Alive, all real time, all recordings, all recorded, all that, all those, all happened as, and editing all photos of, all happened as, all should could be list and be used in and out of courts, security guards and police, and what and more lawyers. I hope that never hurt anybody else ever again. It doesn't matter if they lied and or forgot about my parents and me and others. It doesn't matter now. It didn't matter then too. No more violence. No violence. Not any more violence. No more violence. Please stop the violence. All before, all during, all later. All since October 30th, 2019. Some other people have called me lots of names. For me, the only one I'm being a bit of a banshee right now, I suppose, because I'm crying and I would love to wail. Although I have neighbors, whether they like us or not, whether they respect us or not, I'm going to remain quieter than that. One time I did banshee. That was January 2025 when I came up with my first baby. A lot. I just can't understand why we have so many haters. uh, haters just hate. And there's more than 10 of them that could make list and be judiciary punishments, arrests, jailings, with and without paroles or probations, new, and with and without sued. Each of them knew what happened as. And not employing us anymore because can they not afford returning more? All the better, all the greater. Less happens as. You can't keep blaming us for their mental health, etc. They're violent. They're violent. Mental health. Premeditated, predatory, resentful hates. Including the alleged property manager, Branca, and alleged site administrators, and alleged maintenance and repairs workers within or within house home, and security guards, and all other ones. I'm not just talking about outside, I'm talking about residents and their visitors. Corporations should get this. It gives us privacy and safety. 80 Absolute Avenue, apartment 1302, Mississauga, Ontario, North America. All before and all during there, my mom vision better and greater, and my mom some more. Hearing too, and speech more vocal. My mom should not, cannot, could not be go deaf, dumb, and blind. Here we are now, and all elsewhere. Yet it might be happening because of all those violent other people. And when it happened on security camera, the security guards should get good waitlist and need went to police and paramedics and helped my mom and I and all pets, all fur babies and all animals and all botany. Not those other people. They should never be escorted home where they were. They should never have been escorted by security or corporation staff. Guilty ones. (1301, 1303, 1909), all before, all during, all later, all since July 2, 2025. Many of them showed up with their police reports, occurrence, and or incidents numbers. They went to police all about us. The police should be returning there, arresting them. Did that too, and judiciary punished them, as I mentioned, because they lied. The security cameras were on. That's the evidence, more than ever. In addition to everything else, all that evidence. The police, the court should have all that, and the lawyers should have all those recordings and any all photos of all happened as, all to and on, in and from, and by front doors and windows. Show and tell, and shows and tells all that all happened, all those names, who, what, where, by how. Was I at elevators? Was I in the garbage room? Where? And when? And why? Other people too said to me and my mom, go to your eye doctor. Get some, go to your doctors. Show and tell them. All happened as and that wasn't your daughter. And it wasn't your daughter cat. It's not your daughter plant, gardening, etc. It was who else instead of them. It was all those other people that you know of. All before, all during, all later, all since February 2025. And I was getting more tests away from that referral. And today one blamed me before. Hopefully they're not there. None of those shithead could be must be there employed. Or, as I mentioned earlier, fucking liars. Absolute liars. That was me. And one and were those other people, those others I mentioned, Bellis. PSCC 807 and PSCC 850, etc. They want us to move out, leave abandoned. Why don't they leave without, without or without abandoning? Just leave us alone. Give us privacy and safety. Because they should can could be us and need, did, does, and do us. All happened to us. And all police and all alleged coroners, all before, all during, all later, and all since. November 12th, 2024. My showing and telling, showed and told on the internet, Wi-Fi, and all elsewhere include doctor's appointments that those other people have been. They did that. To and on, in, out, from, and by, and all names. I should not, we should not be judiciary punished. We should not be prisoned, jailed. We should not be paroled under probation, with and or without paroles under probations, and we should not be sued. All happened to us. We should not, cannot, could not, may not, must not, and need not jailing, arrests, with and or without paroles under probations, and we should not, cannot, could not, may not, must not, and need not, were, be, are sued by one and or more those other people. All evidence, as I mentioned earlier. I'm really pissed off about all And I'm just laying here crying because it's just disgusting how when and where those other people got away with it. All before, all during October 27th, 2025. You can see some of my vlogs like that too. Well, not like as that too. Foodist Beauty Reaction Channel 2 with radish emoji. That's the title. I like my radishes. Probably eat another one today. And I got some good news yesterday, healthcare. I can walk more. Not lots. Not every day. Although I can keep walking without aids of special needs shower bench, without the needs of a cane, without the needs of a walker, without the needs of crutch and for crutches. I'm getting better. I could do light exercising. I like that. I can do that. It's better than not doing anything. My, my, my mom needs me. My cactus, my plant needs me. And I have to stay strong. I've done a lot of healing myself, all before, all during, all later, and all since I had my accident in June. Knew it was going to get worse before it got any better and greater. That's why my mom isn't where she was. It was easier. My mom got and gets to and looking out from after the facilities there. Do you like my profile photo? That was me, got all dressed up. Active Adult Center in Mississauga walkathon earlier this year. Costumes allowed, get dressed up allowed. So I showed up, and as I showed up as my yours truly self, Bellis Witch Avril, the Foodist Beauty, my cat, Foodie Beauty, healed my cat big treats. My cactus, the Foodie Beauty, likes her stuff, likes his and or her stuff. Good morning, Charles. all historical, geographical, no financial. Financially, all names, all who, what, where, when, I, and how I named my plant Charles. Later today, I don't know. Later this month, such as Friday, I don't know. Do I wear my bangs? Fringe on my forehead? Or parting down the middle? More. And all other people, including other residents, my YouTube channels, my accounts, my social media, community posts that I shared with my audience, and they took it personally. My future videos, vlogs, live streams, community posts posted those other people misinformation and should, can, could, may, must, and need judiciary punishments, jailing, arrests, with and or without probations and paroles, and or paroles, with and or without probations and paroles, new and without and or with sued new each of those other people. Entertainment purposes only and evidence only. Uh, some health updates. My health. I'm standing now, all by myself. Not any special needs support whatsoever. Not any special needs equipment. All by myself. At my left wrist, I have this thing that I'm taking off. Split of some kind or other. That's off now too. I need coffee. Privacy and safety. Several sections 2A and 2B. Corporation PSCC 15 LLC. Full auditor, auditor, and false sense. May 2020. Please arrest and arrest restaurants and the people judicially punished. I really truly do. My son is not any violence. Chat area is open if you want to leave me a chat. I just thought I'd come on a little while this morning. Didn't have my coffee with you yesterday morning. Although I did have a coffee yesterday. Take it in my living room. Oh. No recordings, other videos, photos of all that stuff other people in this neighborhood did with my family and I. That too shall can could may must and need all used as evidence against those other people. Didn't give us privacy and safety. The names and who, what, where, when. Before I'll turn out the since 2004. I wanted to better and greater retirement than I like. And of course, you know me, I'm going to come out of retirement once more. I already began this morning. I'm going to do more. I cannot do nothing all day. It just doesn't feel right. I sometimes do work and I like doing hobbies. 2018, 2019. All before, all during, all later. All since. He was lucky for some and not lucky for one and more others. Uh, so only the number 13. Numbers 1 and 3. Honestly, I'm not lying. Let's see if she's awake. Have coffee. I need some honey. I helped my knee yesterday. Pain reliever and some walking. I believe my left leg is feeling some whatever. And then the light exercises I did since. Before, all during, all later, no since. Middle of the night. Animals, pets, fur babies. Moved to this part of North America, Canada. And the alleged Mississauga Retina Institute alleged Dr. Mantel and the other ones. Staff here, all before, all later, all since, and all during. All that Celebrity stalker Dr. Eustace and all the other ones. I hope they begin making those alleged injections illegal, not lawful, banned, canned in North America. Actual. I mean, my mother knows I'm a witch. My mother knew. She was with me. More this year, too. With me. Um, I'm the, I'd like to heal my mom's eyes. So, as my mom can see more. I really would. I really would. Just trying to figure out how to get her more eyesight. Or healthcare team and myself. We really are trying to figure it out. All other people, GBTA, however that word is pronounced, name, as on my community posts pages. I don't know where they are now. I truly do not. And they should not, cannot, could not, may not, must not, need not, allows them to add on, in, out, from, and by, apps. This spread, this and Bow Beaches Boulevard, etc. at Strathaven. Etc. All the other ones. All those other people. Were they ever to add on and out from and by here and elsewhere we live, they should, can, could, may, must, and need judiciary punishment. Judiciary punishments. Trespassed. Entered without keys, break and entered. Here, there, elsewhere. I'll have Sections 2A and 2. They should not, cannot, could not, may not, does not, need not, interferes with our enjoyment, comforts, home, and all elsewhere in buildings. Two, three, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And release my arms. I should can food, nameless, and I keep my upper body strong. And release my hands, my arms, and my legs. She needs me, whether she admits to it or not all the time. And release my help. 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 8, 9, 10, 10. I actually woke up, awakened before my alarm clock. The clock's alarm's on. Oh, and by the way, this is the hair color product I used this year. Colored my hairs. I did it before I attended the AACM walkathon this year. I like it. I do. Don't you like my color? Use the chat area, let me know. Use the like button, let me know. I have another box of it somewhere, so later this year maybe. Well, not this year, maybe next year. Do the roots. Do a bit more under. I did mostly everything on the top. Quick for Halloween. Well, not for Halloween, about Halloween. The seasonal witch, Bellis Witch Avril. Food is beauty. Bellis. Not foodie beauty. Chantel. I am foodist beauty Avril. Avril. I'm going to begin my day as coffee. In about 30 and or 45 minutes, I'm going to have my first reading today. Obviously, it's going to be something well-being and fitness. What it is, I'll give you a hint. It is and or is not from Brazil. So I go get my coffee. Coffees. Ugh. Oh, I think I'm going to have one of these coffees today. Oh. Good. Doesn't look like it's curdled. Looks drinkable, I should say. Alright. Let me know if you think it's curdled. This is the coffee I use, the blend roast. Blend, roast, blend roast. One of those, 1 heaping teaspoonful of honey. Oh yeah, I like my honey. And some almond milk. I did not curdled. open this. Oh, there we go. But look. Oh, that's okay. Could get more. Looks okay, I suppose. Let me know otherwise yourselves. Gonna have this coffee. I could keep crying about it. Crying doesn't change anything. I could cry. Crying doesn't change anything. Makes me feel a little bit better, although it doesn't change anything as of yet. It does not look good. I don't know whether to eat this today or have a yogurt. The yogurt, I could have some banana in addition to. It's like nice. It's just like this. I like yogurt. Hi, hello. Good morning. Actually, it's night here. Oh, is it night there? Wow. Where are you? Hope that's not my being too personal. It's just because you said it's night. Just wondered. I'm sure you're in. Oh, excuse me. Oh, you're from India. Hello, India. Hello. Hello. Cheers to India. Cheers, North America. Two. And cheers to Canada. Cheers. Oh, and my PayPal account with them. My tip jar is available for donations and or tips. If you want to give me a tip, you can give me a tip. I'll do and I'll my live streams, my live streaming videos, vlogs, vlog like videos, community posts, such as the Bellis Witch Avril, Buddhist Beauty Reaction Channel 1, Buddhist Beauty Reaction Channel 2, with radish emojis. All those tips help make my social media better and greater, such as today's live stream. All the other earlier live streams. Should make myself a love forest in here, home, more than I already have. Make a nice little winter wonderland. So when I'm feeling better, I could do my indoor walk a bit more and have it seasonal during burn months. Right now it's quite. I've got some table covers. I got some leaves scattered about. Got some leaves over there. Fake leaves, of course. Considering other people's paranoia and aggression and agitation, mental health changes, altering influenza pandemic and epidemic, and the alleged COVID-19 severe acute respiratory pandemic. I mean, how dare they blame me and more others I named. Well, I mentioned I didn't name. Well, all those others names, all named Bellis. The Bellis Witch Avril. Why blame me for it all? Why blame the Bellises? We didn't do it. We didn't cause it. Remember that song, All Lang Syne? Oh, the great speed. I wonder if other Bellises are continuing on Facebook, whether or not they're really Bellises. There was 6 of them that I know of, with maybe 7. There was the um, alleged 6, allegedly my parents' generations, and then the next ones, and then the next ones. Wonder if they're on Facebook more. Internet trolling, stalking us with and without Patty and Conrad. Wonder if there's new photos of us published there, etc. Alleged us. Wonder are the Thompsons there more and elsewhere internet trolling. Thompsons, Mods, and Richies. Wonder if they're on there today. It could be internet trolling. Trying to media in and censorships and discontinue and or stops as Bellis's monetizations. Such as YouTube, my tip jars, etc. I have time today. I'll go in there and do an update. I don't have my YouTube set up as, super chats and stickers, etc., that you can gift me and give me tips while doing live streams. That's why I did put together the tip jar. My tip jar. Doesn't have to be a lot. I mean, you could either, can you not afford it? Your likes are greatly appreciated. Can you afford it? $1 or $2? It doesn't have to be a lot. I'm not a beggar. I'm not, it's just, monetization on the internet. Maybe one day I'll get $1. Maybe one day I'll get more. Maybe another day I'll just get likes. All it's greatly appreciated. I mean, someday maybe you'll give me $1 and I can go out and get myself a coffee, with and without a video make it. Maybe I can photograph my coffee and post it on my community post page and make a video about it. Would you like to see that? And maybe with your tips, I could go buy some new socks. I could walk outside more and or less. Maybe someday buy myself a new robe. This is not a waffle robe. I don't call it waffle. I call it yellow. Hey, hello. Do you notice that this hand is getting better? It stopped wobbling. It's not wobbling as much as it was all before, during, all later, all since October 11, 2025. It is getting better. I stopped doing the rotator cuffs or the rotations, as my doctor said. I'm just doing some very light lifting. Light. 1 pound weights. Nothing heavier than that. I don't know if I'll ever get heavier anytime soon. 1 pound weights. I can lift a 24 case of water. I do that once or twice a day. I like to do that. Just lift and put down. Once or twice a day. Lift and put down. I do it twice a day. I do that once a day, maybe. And then I like to try and do it at least once more. Many days I do. Some days I don't. Some days I do. And the great thing too is when I don't have a 1 pound weight, when I didn't have, I would use 500 milliliter bottles as my weights, full of water before I open it and drink. It's cold yesterday. I could smell and feel that the weather is going to be changing soon. We're going to get some snow flurries. It's going to snow soon. My eyes, what color do you see them as? Use the chat area. My eyes are green. They're very light sensitive, and my ears are very noise sensitive. I've been that way forever. And I could be a migraine sufferer. I've had migraines before. I've had concussions before. One of the lucky ones I healed, and I can see and hear. Sometimes, although water can get in my ears and it feels deafening, truly and utterly deafening, although it goes away. Like I said, the water goes away. I've had that before 2019, and sometimes it can be debilitating. And my mom would say to me, you should have tea, go to a dark room, lie down until it goes away. Even my room, since my cat died, I have a little space that there is some light, but the rest of my room is usually very. I can see in the night. I have night vision. That is creepy. I can see everyone and everything, and I can turn on the internet. But sooner or later, all should, can, could, may, must, and need reacted. All happen to us. And that I do not have, and I did not have delusions of power. Very religious, really truly am. I try to go to churches. Many times I praise and I sing along with hymns, and I believe in the Bible. That's mostly what I believe in. I don't believe in all that other hocus pocus stuff. I think it's just, I don't do rituals, I do routines, and I don't do it every day, prayers and singing hymns. I try and do it once a week, especially when there's been a death in the family. It helps me feel better. And while I'm recuperating, I'm thankful. Internet. It's not as good as being there in person, although it's greater and better than not anything. I mean, sure, I could open up a Bible and or a book and pray myself. I could read a prayer. I could say a prayer, although it's not the same as having a priest. I mean, anyone and everyone that ever wanted eliminated me and one and more others, all named Bellis, obviously mentally ill and all bad, all purposefully, all wrong, all haters, all jealous, all jealousy, all jealousies, violence, all violent, all premeditated, and or not, and all predatory, and all resentful, and all harassments, all bullying, and all racism, all bigotry, all discriminatory, all discriminations, all prejudice, all prejudices, all internet trolling, all stalkers, stalking. With and or without, I'd be more celebrity. Famous. Oh. This is me, naturally aesthetic. My hairs, my nails. I need to do some moisturizing. Hey, I love coffee first in the morning. It is like my forte. Let's have some of this coffee. It smells good. Oh. I'm feeling it already. Yeah. My skin just sucks it up. Oh wow, I got shine on my skin. And it moisturizes my lips too. Wow. I actually look a day younger. Wow. At least a day. My skin is moisturized. Woo. Ah, I love coffee. Gotta have at least two first in the morning nowadays. Uh, I do. Oh, my forehead too. Wow. It's not the only one I use. That's the one I like to use first thing nowadays. I have another one that I use at nighttime. I have other stuff that I use too. Now that I've got more time on my hands, I might as well do more, I suppose. It's not like I'm living out in the country in a cabin or in a cottage. Although I do like to do that, lip as. I don't wear lots of other cosmetics. Maybe some lip stuff like lip gloss or lipstick or lip crayon, something. Do you like my nails? I like to get my nails done. And I wanted something that was sort of, you know, subtle yet a bit flashy because I'm going to be using them for more than one occasion, maybe. What kind of coffee? I'm smiling. Happiness. Once in a year, I deserve a treat. Why not? Use the chat area, let me know. During the replay, use the comment area, let me know. I like that better and greater than Rachel's best soaps. Join me later on my Foodist Beauty reaction channel to Radish Emoji. Later on, I'll do a video. I'm going to have some pizza today. I'm going to eat pizza and or pasta Tuesday that I like to do myself. Today, I'm going to have some pizza. Pizza. Vegetarian, I suppose. Pizza. This does hurt. I do feel pain. But although, when my mom gets in and out of taxis, often offer my mom one of my arms. I'd ask, I have to keep him strong. I try to do at least one set of those 4 exercises. Each exercise helps keep me strong. So I can help my mom as I can help my mom. My mom is not a skinny, tiny. She does weigh. And considering I'm recovering, uh, No wonder Xtina doesn't always look happy on TikTok. Didn't look happy, that is. I looked the other day. I was excited about seeing her blather on about her cosmetics, etc. I saw her dress her face up as a clown. I did not last long. I went away. Her eyes looked really amazing, although cosmetics, etc. Makes me wish I could wear more cosmetics sometimes and not be taking the piss, you know? You know, Jeffree Star is not queer. He's bisexual. When and if and when. And he allegedly likes and or loves one and or more Pomeranians. I did a video. I'll upload it when I finish doing my live stream. I had fun making fun of him yesterday. Actually, it's his nickname. I've given him a nickname. You'll see it later. You can see it on one of my other stuff. Foodist Beauty Reaction Channel 2 and Raw Radish emoji. Although I can make it up one up here. Y'all know, and or you should. I like popcorn. I like popcorn. You know, if somebody put some subs out there in the alleged World Wide Web, internet, social media, I'm sure I have a nickname too somewhere along somebody or other. Someone's been known to call me a fucking bitch. Maybe that's the nickname. I'm more friendly than that. I'm more kind. I can actually, maybe I will actually kill somebody for the very first time in all my life. Human. Before, during October 31 this year. Stalker. Instead of just having a tea or coffee there, maybe I'll just show up and make more than his walk or move. Stay tuned and find out. Maybe something in the coffees. I don't know. Maybe tea. Maybe I'll have another iced tea before the end of October. Yeah. Do you like my coffee? blonde roast. Let's roast this blonde. With and or without the algorithm. Shall I begin? Tall, blonde, somewhat attractive, I suppose. Athletic, intelligent. I like to read a book occasionally. One and more books. I've read more than one book. Books. I can sing, although I don't like to. I try and avoid, unless it's a special occasion. I can dance choreography. Not as great as I used to when I was younger, although I can try more. I'd love to do. I've done the paso doble. I'd love to do a tango, whether it be another independent version of it with a group and or myself and or with a partner, dance partner. That is it. I don't care that other person's race, creed, religion, religious beliefs, whatever, just as long as they keep me going. I'd love to try by my 66th birthday to do a tango. Do the polka. Nothing like a dancing witch, eh? Maybe next year I'll come out and I'll do a bit of dancing. Anthony, maybe next year, are we here? Maybe I'll do same pots. I'm not going to change much of anything. It's just not going to be human consumable. It's not going to be edible. I could begin earlier. Maybe I'll get some more snapdragons, more marigolds. One and or more geraniums. I don't know if that'll be the same color geranium. It might be another shade of geranium. Maybe it'll be. I don't know if I can get one, although I'd like to a yellow geranium. And have a mix of marigolds in the pot. The yellow and the orange. And a whole mix of whatever snapdragons. I've got my Charles. Charles. Remember the Bride of Chucky? Chucky my cactus. I can get some. I have a cat anymore because my cat died. It's dead. Cat grass. Grass. I don't smoke it, but my cat would have loved to eat any. I wonder, catnip. Have you ever smoked catnip? Before the end of this year, I'm going to ask my doctor if I can have one cigarette. Smoke one cigarette, nicotine. Buy a packet and just have one cigarette. Bring in the new year. Smoke one cigarette. I'm going to ask. Help with the old and with the new. I could do it myself, although because of my injuries, I'm going to wait. I just want to smoke one more cigarette. It's my New Year's resolution. I have to. I won't do it here, of course. I'll be somewhere. And I want to smoke my cigarette. I won't smoke any more out the packet, just one cigarette. Even if I just have one, I just sit and hold it, or stand and hold it, or walk and hold it. Just hold that one cigarette. Get rid of so much stress, I'm sure. That's why I drink coffee. Reduces everything. Oh, about my weight. This is something that should be on my other channel, although I'm going to mention it here. I've gained a little bit, but then it could have been the clothes I'm wearing. Because it's colder, I could have been wearing more clothes. I am going to weigh myself this weekend. Well, I'll weigh myself before I eat lots. October 31 this year. I should be around 147. And I could check my sinus sobriety card myself. I could put an app on my cell phone and I could see. Yesterday it was 55. See if it's still in the 50s. If it's in the 40s, I'll have to go to my doctor and see if I can get it taken up because 40 and below are not good. But I've had this, although I've had this since I came out of my recuperating, recovering from my accident I had while cooking prepared foods. And I like to look how I feel, especially around October. That was the stupidest thing, and I swear, stupidest. I've done, before, although that was the stupidest thing I've ever did. Mistook my wrist because I looked away and didn't know that I went from cutting the food to cutting meat, and I don't know how I did it. I wasn't looking at my. It was just I wasn't looking, and then when I realized I've never been the same, I became a banshee more than I was a banshee before. Uh, and I did not. I see and hear lots on the internet about other people say, showing it down. Oh, if you're diabetic, you can get amputated. Well, they don't always amputate, whether I had full use of my hand or not, which I don't have, although I have lots of use of it, more now than most. I was like, no, reattach my hand, reattach it, close it up, stitch it up, bandage it up. Eventually, I got lots of use out of my hand, and it's getting better. I'm getting healthier. I should squeeze a ball, have a ball to squeeze. I'm doing, best I can. My mom needs me, and I need me. And one and more other person, I suppose. I like to help others. I don't know if that's a strength or a weakness of mine, although it's true. I do. I like to help others, especially 50 years old and older. I like to see them, make, you know, senior centers, etc. happy. For your entertainment, me. And I like to play free games. Have you ever gone on apps and played free games? I like to play free games. They promise some money, so I make next, not always lots. I've done it before, and I do. I like monetization. Sometimes I make 25 cents. I cash it in. A penny, I cash it in. Sometimes it amounts to enough that I could buy myself a coffee. And when my cat alive, I didn't always buy myself the coffees. I buy my son, my pussycat, my familiar cat foods. Love cat foods. I used to try and make him like. I've seen other people do it. He didn't wasn't too fond of my cooking, and who is rotisserie chicken and or baked chicken or stovetop cooked chicken, and away from the skin, right by the bone, I would cool and give less than a teaspoonful or so to my cat. And some days my cat ate it up. Oh, he was a happy, full pussy cat. And other days he was just not in the mood. But when he was in the mood, when my cat was in the mood, he loved food. Although he preferred cat food. In the end, last few years, he preferred cat food. He loves squeeze-its. I never liked squeeze-its, and at first my cat didn't want squeeze-its, but then he does. Now my cat has anxiety issues, and you know how you see people with birds and everything, they have those metal gloves, those big gloves on. I needed that. There's so many times squeeze-ups because when I took it away, my cat would get very anxiety. He loved to squeeze it. Sometimes he got more than one, but I had to keep him on a special cat food veterinary. Oh, that was a waste of time and money. I don't think it made him any better. I think it made it worse. All that veterinary stuff. Anyways, he loved those squeeze ups. My cat died. I don't know that I have any. Every now and then I found one packet of somewhere in a cupboard or kitchen counter, and I was like, oh, you know, in the cat litter. I got rid of everything. I don't intend to, just in case. Just in case. Am I going to be spending lots of time? Well, you know, it'd be nice to have more. I mean, my cactus is great. I mean, just beautiful. One of my cactus blossomed, budded. Oh, it was beautiful. I would get anxiety wondering, oh, please don't let the bud fall off the plant. The slightest movement could, and then sleep, and then wake up the next morning. Good morning to you, Charles. Wow, you look beautiful. Beautiful flowers. I don't like I like, you know, and maybe next year at the garden center, one Andrew where I go to, maybe they'll have a Bellis perennius that's already grown from seed, Andrew seeds, and I'll bring one of those home and put it out in my balcony. That's the only change I would do. I don't use seed packets because I didn't get any residuals that I know of. My name used. My father name, my parents' name used, and their parent, my dad, my father name, father, my father parents, all names, all named Bells. And just because this isn't always how I sound, I don't know what to say to you. The conversation is limited in the chat area. I don't know what we're going to be talking about. Are you going to participate? Enter what the chat. I have more than 1.57K audience subscribers. Thank you. And that's coffee today. Coffee. Privacy and safety. Now, I believe that I was the victim of one and more stalkers, and they used the inside of the complex lots to did that all the more. I don't do that. I like to give anybody, everybody privacy and safety. Doors and windows, especially inside. I don't walk there anymore. I try and avoid, you know, and outside the complex, whether it's actually on the avenue and or outside furthermore. I know I'm not the only vlogger, although privacy and safety. I'm not internet trolling. Occasionally you see someone, whether it's an ex or not, and you see them kind of you see them scruffier than they were earlier published as, allegedly media. See them scruffy, especially in the summertime. It's hilarious. and how they waddle. I mean, I'm not always happy to see, but when I am, it is abs. And I'm a vlogger, and if you're in the background, too damn bad. You're out there in public. You put yourself out there. Reset your privacy settings. Block me on the internet. You know, but they're out there, and it was sometimes funny. And I won't mention names, although hilarious. Suppose I'm a fan of, except Titanic. I hate anything, everything that's Titanic movie. I mean, it's worse than Gone with the Wind. I mean, that was a long one. And I didn't look that pretty, too. I mean, clothes I was wearing, fashions. Get Batman and Robin, Catwoman, and Run for the Money. Can you imagine Catwoman wearing something like even this? Instead of out there causing trouble and or saving the world. With and or without being a librarian and having more and or less risperidone and or risperidone. Johnson & Johnson. Before we go, I end this live stream. I'll get my first food I'm going to eat today. Uh, as YouTube gonna complain and lie once more, that's an ED. Eating breakfast. I'm not eating biscotti. I'm eating a nut because I'm hungry. And then I have my next hot beverage, and then I'm going to swallow my supplement, hair, skin, and nails, and see how I feel. Do I need a pain reliever? I tell you. And hopefully I'll be feeling better soon. I'm not incompetent, as many other stalkers showed and told I was. I am maybe instead impotent. Oh, my left knee. I feel like a child all over. I love these kind of candies. Oh, these are the best ever. I'll eat the whole pack. I know there's calories and there's sugar and some other people, although it's once a year. I mean, yes. That and a hot tea. And there's some water. Yeah. Then I can burp and fart my night away. Beauty burps. Beauty farts. Pagan farts. Pagan burps. Wicca burps. Wicca farts. Presbyterian, Protestant burps and farts. Catholic, etc. Anglican. Diarrhea. Maybe not. Although my stomach is on the move right now. Really weird. Well, not weird. Unique. Unique. I don't usually associate myself with weird. Merely unique. which is the same as myself. I'm gonna adjourn myself soon to use my simple, cozy kitchen. Do more simple kitchen witchery. And although first I'm gonna use my simple, cozy bathroom. I need to use the facilities, bathrooms. Then I'm gonna use my kitchen. And all other residents that did not and do not like that we use the kitchen can fuck off and go away and never come back. And all their complaints. I'm doing sections 2A and B at outdoors and windows. I'll 2 add on in up from and by. Outdoors and windows. Well, this is the only front door I go to add on and out from and by. And all historical. All geographical, no financial, no financially. I mean, I was there and I'm here. Some of that stuff on my hands. Maybe next time. You know what I want to do? I want to listen to some 80s music. 1980s. 1980s. Not 1990s, 1980s. I'm gonna do that. Maybe. I saw a book I liked yesterday. This big book. I would have loved to have had it to have my morning coffees. $5. It's gorgeous. It's just nice big mug. It's about 3 times the size. $5. There was another one too, a bit smaller and less seasonal, about $3 or something. Oh, I would have liked. I know it's cheap. Well, frugal. Although it's been fun. I could have given it to myself Christmas for my Charles. Charles. Not Prince Charles. Not right, Chucky Charles. Although I like the name Charles. I allegedly have a relative years ago named Charles. Years and years and years ago. More than 60 years ago. Charles Bellis. I like the name Charles. It sounds posh. I don't like to have abbreviations. I like to use the whole name. It's just like if I see and hear somebody or meet somebody like, my name is Ricky. And I'm like, Richard. He's like, no, Ricky. I'm like, por favor, senor Ricky. No, Rick. Well, he's sorry for this. I know. Again, I like the word Ricky, although it sometimes comes out of my mouth icky and or ick. I like the word Richard, even when it sounds like Richard. It's like the name Leonard. The names Leonard and Leonardo. I don't really like Leonardo. I wouldn't mind saying the word Leonard. Black and or white. Some other people call me Av. They call me Av, Avi. If you're gonna call me anything other than my name, call me April. Hey, hello. You ready? I'm gonna eat something. Brace yourself. I'm gonna eat my food. My coffee is an ED according to YouTube. Fasting is allegedly ED according to YouTube. At least that's the straight I got from the complaints I received. I don't eat a Brazil nut every day, although I should. I find many days I like to eat just one nut. Although I'm craving, you know what nut I'm craving nowadays? Walnuts. Oh, to be able to have a nutcracker and just crack a nut. And eat it. Oh, yeah, that'd be good. I remember a day when I had a better appetite than I do now, and I could eat more than one nut, and now I cared. Now I just eat one nut. Or I'd eat a walnut, that would be my nut of the day. I just like to have one nut. And the saying, you're what you eat, I am what I eat, I'm a nut. Live like a squirrel. Almond milk too. Good. Oh, oh. Next, let's see if I can find me a Brazil nut in this. Bad one. Oh, it's only partial. Oh, let's see that one. Oh well. Maybe I'll eat one of each today. Look at that. Walnut. Almond. Can't find the rest of that remaining that Brazil nut. That's, hold on, at least Brazil nut. Cashew. Cashew nut. How much is a serving? 50 grams. Oh, nope, that's not a Brazil nut. Try to eat it like half a cup. Oh, I love walnuts. A half a cup of walnuts alone. Last one. Well done today. Okay, all this, one bag of in one place setting, although I do not put a calorie. It's the last 2 or 3 days. Oh, that's good. I cannot find the remaining that one Brazil nut. Actually, don't even see another Brazil nut. Ah! Not a hazelnut too, not a, that's not find more Brazil nuts. Good source of fiber, source of potassium, at least a source of iron. Don't want high iron ever again, too high anyways. Source of calcium. Half a cup is 310 calories. Fat, 33%. Saturated, that's trans. 15% fiber, 14% sugars, 3% protein, cholesterol, sodium, potassium, calcium. 5% or less is a little, 50% or more is a lot. Ingredients: cashews, almonds, walnuts, Brazil nuts, canola oil, salt. That was good. With 39% cashews. I like it that it's resealable. I have one or two cashews. I think cashews, Brazil nuts. It's going to go in my other thing and get another Brazil nut. Is that one Brazil nut? It's really enough. Where's that? Keep these out just in case my mom wants a Brazil nut later. Something that the doctors have asked my mom lots lately, and me. Is your mom diabetic? I don't know. It surprised me any if she is. I don't know everything. Although I should know that. Oh, the nurse at the clinic we went to, she said she couldn't find a vein and do the blood test requisitioned. My mom. I was like, what? She lied she didn't have the right needle. I'm like, her training must be next to nil. She should have did that. Instead of sending us elsewhere, my mom should have got our blood test done, completed. I'm like, sometimes it's not good stuff. Should have went and got the doctor to do it. And or another nurse. I mean, there was veins. All they had to do was poke it. Needle. I don't need a pain reliever right now. See that? Good. I ate nuts and 2 Brazil nuts. Mixed nuts. My eating disorder. Half a cup and or less. And or more. My haters. My eating 8 of Brazil nut. I don't have anorexia nervosa. Did I have any of it when I was younger? I don't do that now. Considering I was with a gravely ill sick cat, sometimes lack of appetite. It remains not, and I was often constipated. I gotta go. Have a nice day. Be kind to all, everyone, everywhere. Kindness, kind. I am kind. I was kind.